Hello, 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 and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to my channel. All right, today we're going to talk about all of the products that has particularly worked with me. Um, Today is day 25. 25 days since my install, since the birth of my locks. Isn't that wonderful? Very, very, very wonderful. Well, I'm going to jump right into it. I'm going to talk about the edges first because I think that is the best thing to talk about right now because I didn't have any at the beginning of this journey. It was very horrible. I'm going to post a pitch so you can see that. So here was a concern area, and I'm just going to try to get really close to that mirror. Now, it's some that has been added here, and here was another area that was really concerned. This was not here. This was not here. And of course, there's still hair growing in. And so hopefully I can be able to catch one right here after a while. I'm going to pop a picture up above in just a second or two. And so you can see exactly what it looked like in the beginning versus what it looks like now. Okay. To grow back those edges, I was telling you guys about Nioxin. It's the level 1. It's for thin hair. Thin, low density hair. This is for you. Do I say it work? I give it a 100% thumbs up. I spray a little here and here at night, and then of course I braid my hair to the way that I want it to go because I don't want the water to moisturize my hair too much because it's very soft and fine around the edges, and I don't want those edges coming down. So kudos to Nioxin level 1. Has a little minoxidil in it, so 25 days, and I promise you, you will see the difference. All right. So everybody wants to know. They want to know, and I don't blame them. How do you keep your hair pin, girl? Well, these pins right here is how I do it, and I'm just gonna bring this a little closer into the camera so you can see it, girl. See that? Anyway, these clips are found at Walgreens. I'm in Mississippi, so it's a pharmacy. Walgreens. I think it's a Rite Aid. I don't know what you may have in your town, city, or state, but you can't find the good brand at places like the dollar store, Dollar General, Walmart. Walmart just doesn't carry. They carry the smaller one of these, but the good stuff, you all, the good hair accessories, literally come from your neighborhood drugstore. Mm-hmm. One similar to Walgreens. So if you don't have a Walgreens, I'm trying to think of another one. I know the name of it is right on the tip of my tongue. But look for stores that are comparable to Walgreens if you don't have a Walgreens in your state, or that's comparable to Rite Aid if you don't have a Rite Aid in your state. Look for those. And those stores, if you go in the hair section, has the best hair accessories. And remember when I talked about these pins being able to be smooth? See those edges on that? It doesn't break your hair off when you're trying to pin. So it's just a really lift up and pin down. And really, it'll hold a large amount of hair. Y'all, these will hold. Honestly, I have one on the top of my head, and it's actually holding down all of this wild stuff at the top. And I just take it and fasten it back down. And that's how I keep my hair pinned, sometimes off my face. So, you guys, that's that spill. Next segment. Thing number 2. What do I use? What do I use? What do I use to style my hair in the morning? Because as you all know, when you braid the hair down and take it down, it's like pew, 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 pew. It's all over the place. And I have this weird piece here that always sticks up. I don't know what's wrong with it. But I use rose water. And I put it in a little spray bottle. little spray bottle that I get from Dollar Tree for $1, and I put it in here. Now, what I mix in it is a little spray or two of tea tree oil. And I do that because I have really, really dry scabs. And that's because of the chemo treatments that I took last year. And so a lot of my hair thinned out really bad. And when it grew back, I just had a different grade. At first, it was curly, then it was thin. It's all over the place. And my main goal is to grow it back, right? And so tea tree oil is a great way to naturally treat your roots. I get this. This is the Walgreens brand. And so I just get it and spray a couple of loops in this rose water. And I use this rose water to style my hair in the morning. All right, last little spiel that I have is I always want to bring up what I'm trying to accomplish. I'm trying to accomplish a channel that is for brown skinned women to encourage us to walk in our own light, to be comfortable to wear our hair whatever way we want to wear it, to be comfortable in our own skin where we can uplift each other, right? Now, I know I said a lot of things on here, but I promise you I have experienced most of these things. Started off really young in age. I opened up my own salon at 18. So I am a licensed stylist. That stylist, being a cosmetologist and a beautician, helped me get into and navigate my way around the world and helped me pay my way through a lot of different things. I worked in the healthcare area for about 12 years. So I'm very knowledgeable healthcare and products and how they work with your body and how different medications work against your body and sometimes damage what you hold so precious, and that's your hair. And I am also an educator, right? I am Dr. Redfield Mims. So that's new to me. But I'm also an author, right? And my goal is to encourage young girls of color, right? So I wrote a book, and the title of it is Not Quite a Cinderella. This is about a 14-year-old girl. Her name is Justice Dixon. She lives in the rural area in the South. And if you ever were raised in the Bible Belt, we were just raised to basically go along with, just to get along. We really didn't have much of a voice. Having a voice as a child, you were pretty much frowned on, or you were called a troublemaker, you were called too loud, or you were called over opinionated. And people literally would reject you and push you away. And for most young girls of colors, um, most of them didn't end up well, because that's, to me, that is the worst form of abuse, is to silence a child when they're trying to speak, especially when something is harming them or causing them harm. Growing up in the South is different. I tell anybody, if you can work in the South, or you can grow up in the South and you're a black mom in the South, especially me, I'm a black mom who has two black sons and one black daughter. That's a fear, all right? Because there are some areas around the parts that I live that we call sundown towns, and that means you really need to be gone if you have brown skin after the sun goes down, because there's no telling what may happen to you. So the worst fear, especially for a black mom, African American mom, is to wake up and not know where your children are and not understand whether or not they're safe. And this has been happening so much in the media. And I really feel like, because we do live in the Bible Belt in Mississippi, one of the causes of that is because we don't have anything for our young girls of color to resonate to, right? Like, they don't have an outlet that they can get to be able to express themselves. There's not much media play about young African American women who are portrayed in a good light, right? So there's a lot of stuff talking about African American people. Usually it's distorted, or it's we're talked about as a whole person being this angry black piece, and that's not the case. So this 14-year-old character is entering into her first year of high school, and she becomes popular because she's one of those students who's very unique. She stands up for what she believes in. She's very authentic. She has natural hair. Um, and she often talks about how the adults, and sometimes people who look just like her, are often critical of how she is, how she speaks, for being outspoken, for having natural hair, for being dark skinned. When we all know melanin is popping, melanin is a popping thing, baby. If you have melanin in your skin, know that you are 100% unique. Mm. That melanin, hmm, there's nothing quite like it. If you don't understand what I'm saying, look it up. A melanated woman is one of the most special part of God's creation. And you got to know that. You got to know that and walk in that thing and walk in that room like, ooh, my ancestors are standing behind me, right? Like I am trusting God 100% for this channel, for this new birth of sisterlock. Because for me, we sisters, when I see another sister with this, that's telling me something. That's telling me that that sister is really okay with being who she is. And if y'all don't understand that thing and how deep this thing is, that means, y'all, listen, this means that this is a movement, right? A movement. And there's power in a movement. It's power because now our young girls can say, man, look at my sisters with the sister locks, right? Look at them. My sister got their locks. It's okay for me to get mine too. It's okay for me to be comfortable with who I am. I don't have to look like a Barbie. I don't have to be a Cinderella. I can be not quite one and be okay with it. And that's what this book is about. This is about a movement. Let's bask in that thing for a moment. Bask in it now. So support me. I'll drop the link in the comment section below. And again, this is day 25 for me. I'm just checking in and also shedding some of that queenism, if you call it. May you go forth and have a wonderfully blessed day. Shine your light, sisters. Shine your lights. I'll see you guys on tomorrow.